that we can all learn the right information. Here's one of those places. I know that Dawn's show on YouTube is one of those places. My next guest is one of those places. Somebody who tells it like it is, who's looking out for our interests, especially those who are in underrepresented communities. Thank you for your patience, Jasmyne Cannick. Would you guys put some hearts on the screen and welcome back to the show, Jasmyne Cannick.
Hey.
Hey. I'm doing great. How are you, gorgeous?
Thank you too, sis. You are absolutely beautiful. I was totally enjoying the conversation with you and Dawn. I just want to add on to that. Could I right quick? It is not enough to go and vote. For folks who don't know, I'm a delegate in the Democratic Party, an elected one. Thank you for everybody who voted for me in the primary. Woo woo. Look, it's not enough to go and vote. We have one of the things that I was the most worried about before Biden made his step down was that we were at risk for, particularly in the Democratic Party, for folks not showing up to vote, which meant that our down ticket races, our local races, our mayoral races, our city council races, our water board, school board, state senators and assembly members were going to be affected, our district attorney races, all of those local issues that will affect you a lot quicker than anything coming out of Washington, D.C., we're going to be affected. And so my thing is know your zip code. If you can tell me what Kamala Harris had on, if you can tell me what's going on with Trump and Biden, when I ask you who your governor is, or I ask you who your district attorney is, or I ask you who your police chief is because you care so much about criminal justice reform, you should be able to rattle that information back off to me. And what I find is that most people have no idea what city council district they live in, but get mad when that water bill comes and wonder why it tripled. And it's like, does that have to do with Washington, D.C. or what's going on at City Hall? So I tell people all the time, I'm on my own personal campaign called Know Your Zip Code, because you got to know your zip code as much as you know what's going on or what you think is going on in Washington, D.C. So yeah, vote smart. And vote down ticket and vote for all of the offices, even offices like mine. You have to select your delegates in most states. You have to do these things. It's just as important as who you elect as president. So I just wanted to add that on there.
Well, and you're obviously, you're right about it, Jasmyne. And a lot of people might not even know. They're wondering, how do people get so special to be delegates? I'm like, either you voted for them or you didn't vote, and we voted for them. That's the way that happened. But I posted something just a couple of days ago. It was just on a Saturday, just in here sitting around talking to people on Twitter, and thought about it. And just posed the question, are you a voter or are you a spectator? Because democracy is not a spectator sport. And I see people so many times who are saying, they need to do this, they need to do that, they better think about that. They don't have any name recognition. People in my community don't even know who that is or that they're running. They'll say, I support them, but people in my community don't even know who they are. And I'm like, did you tell them?
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point. And one of my issues, look, I am a political strategist, I'm a journalist, I'm an advocate, I'm a Black woman, I'm all the things, right? We're all the things, right? Look, I've worked in Congress, I've worked in the state legislature, I've worked for like 5 mayors, countless city, county governments. Let me tell you something. Part of the problem is somehow we moved from elected officials being public servants to being celebrities.
Yeah.
This idea that they're better than us, that, we roll out the red carpet for them, and we do this and we do that. And on behalf of electeds as well, like, we have to remember, when you run, even at the level of POTUS, you are a servant to the people, and the people need to remember that they are here to serve us. And somehow that relationship got distorted. I see it in the media, I see it in person. You know,